A little formula. T.R.U.E. is a way to remember it. All right? Number 1, T, decide and then act on thinking in an empowered way, no matter what the circumstance is. But you've got a circumstance in your life right now. Decide to think in an empowered way regarding that. The circumstance itself is neutral. It is here. Whatever it is, it's neutral. You want to decide an empowering way to think about the circumstance. Circumstance that's going on now, or a circumstance in your history that is still alive in you, or contractive experience, the way you were raised, the embezzlement that happened, the betrayal of your heart, the stealing of the money, the loss of the money, the disease, the death, the discord, the different things that happen in this human experience. Decide, I've had that experience, I'm going to harvest the good out of that, and there's a power in me that's greater than that. You want to find a way to think about it that's empowering, regarding no matter what's in your history. And then you ask, what's an empowered way to think about this? What thought could I think that is where I am empowered by that thought? So remember, what you think about it has everything to do with what you will make of it. So I'm choosing empowerment over contraction. I'm choosing to hold this in a positive way. I get to choose my own mindset. Even if you have to make it up first, make up a story. Even if you don't totally believe, you know what, I had a difficult childhood, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Make up a story. If you don't even feel it, tell yourself it long enough and you will feel it. So Eric Butterworth, a famous author, said, consider the lowly caterpillar. It is self-evident that the caterpillar and the butterfly live in entirely different worlds. And no one would ever say that a caterpillar is a butterfly or that a butterfly is a caterpillar. Yet we know that caterpillar and butterfly are simply different levels of expression of one entity. The caterpillar can fly, but not as a caterpillar, only as a butterfly. It has the potential, but something has to happen to it. It has to go through a transformation. So you have the capability, the capacity to take whatever's happened in your life and transform it for a greater good, to use it as a lever instead of a weight, but not with your old thinking, not with your old way of relating to it. You have to become different to it. And if we don't, it's all the opportunity as the caterpillar goes into a metamorphosis and it melts down the old life, reorganizes itself, and goes through, in essence, a birth canal, pressing the hydraulic fluid that's in the caterpillar body into the wings to become strong, to emerge as its new self. When the old life is melted down and the new life is trying to configure itself but hasn't yet emerged. And you either get stuck there. The more you resist, the more you blame, the more you accuse, the more you feel self-loathing. All of this keeps us stuck in the birth canal between where we are and where we can end up. And that's not what we want. So thinking is the gateway and the portal to who you will become by means of whatever's happened in your life or whatever's happening in your life right now. So release, number 2. We're looking at what's true, T-R-U-E. This is a release place. Whatever is not in harmony with who you want to be at the end of this. Notice who you're talking to, what you're reading, what you're watching. Transform that and use this time as an acceleration point for yourself. You really can. And here's the deal, you don't have to do it perfectly. The great news, just do a little of it. Just have it be a little more on the positive side than on the negative side. You don't have to be perfect at this, but you can weight the side of the energy in which direction you want it to go. So the thinking that's not in harmony with where you want to end up, that's old thinking. The behaviors, getting triggered, acting out, slamming doors, reactive ways of being, that doesn't take me where I want to go in my relationships. Taking breaths. Who do I want to be now? What action, for who I want to be now, what's the action step I take? Even if it's a baby step, you take it. So we release. And that's an important part of this. And then it's you, actually, this is the part. Use your co-creative capability. Use what you could do. Do what you can with what you have. You got to use the tool. Everything that you can see that's ever been built, from the desk my computer is on, the chair I'm sitting on, The furniture around the room, the clothing I'm wearing, first had to be a thought before it could be a thing. And for all the physical things, hammer, saw, drills, nails, and screwdrivers built boxes, built one-room houses, built complex buildings, built the greatest cathedrals in the world. Same tools used differently. But no tool builds. We have to pick up the tool and use it. And each of these lessons I've been giving you tools, brave thinking tools. Most of the world thinks common hour thinking. Most of the world thinks I get to feel better when my outside circumstance is different and live condition-based lives. There's another level of a way to be while you're here that is way more expansive, way more fun, way more empowering. But we're not trained in this way of thinking in school, and hardly any of us were raised with it. Our parents gave us the very best thinking training they had themselves. And most of our parents were raised with condition-based thinking. I want to do something, well, let me look at my conditions to see if I can. Let me look at my money. Let me look at my time. And it will tell me whether I can do what I want to do. Rather than turning that upside down and coming from a vision and learning how to match the frequency of your thinking with that pattern and begin to just simply do the thing you can do. It shifts all kinds of things that you can't even know would come your way until you do the thing you can do. So use your capability to apply the tools that you've learned here. And expect good things. Expect. You don't get to not have an expectation. And there you invoke the law of magnetism with your expectation. Lots of people have heard about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a secondary law to the law of vibration. And so expect good things to happen for you, even if you have no experience with it. Actually, the law of attraction is invoked through 3 different wavelengths: intention, attention, and expectation. So you can apply that. You can expect these principles to work for you. Expect these tools to work for you. Expect your vision to become your life. Expect things to turn around for you. Expect good things to come your way. Expect that which you are seeking at some level is also seeking you. And expect in the same way that if you planted an apple seed, you would expect an apple tree to grow. Expect your life to grow. And expect with a gratitude for the opportunity to even be in this life.